What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be covering the Ebonite Envision Pearl, and to be honest with you guys, I had this video set up to where I was going to be mic'd up and throwing the shots and talking to you guys while I was throwing them, but unfortunately that didn't work out the way I wanted it to. So here we are. I am going to have these shots lined up from when I shot this ball video, and I'm going to try to talk over it, maybe some of the moves, what I'm seeing, maybe compare this ball to some others. But yeah, that's what we're going to be doing today. But before we get into it, look at this ball. I watched the Tommy Jones Envision Pearl video the other day, and I think he said it best. This color reminds me of the Ebonite Ice, which was a ball that I threw a whole lot when I was younger, and I know Tommy absolutely loved the ice line. This ball just looks cool. You can see the blue, like ice, white, and black color. Looks amazing on the shelf in the pro shop. It's going to look great going down the lane. Love to see those colors like that. It just kind of gives me some throwback vibes of the Ebonite Ice. But anyways, let's get into it. We're going to talk about the ball real fast. Hopefully you guys can see what is on the screen here. To start, we have the Envision core. The cover stock is the HK22 GSVX Pearl cover. And again, we're using this HK22 cover on plenty of balls right now. It has shown great results throughout several different balls in different lines, different brands. So it's really good to see that cover on this ball again. One thing I would like to see is maybe we get this ball on something that isn't as strong, isn't as big of a ball. I feel like we've had this cover on mostly kind of big ASIM balls so far, and I'd maybe like to see that kind of in the mid-range, something symmetrical, a little bit smaller piece. Whether that's like a, I don't know, game breaker line, something like that. Just something a little cleaner, not as big of a core. But anyways, that's just my thoughts. Just want to see something different at some point. Back to this, we have the finishes 500, 1000, 3000 CI Air micropad, and for 15 pounds the RG is 250 and the differential is 053. So RG kind of in the middle, maybe a little higher, and the differential is pretty high. This ball, you're going to expect a lot of flare out of it. It's a bigger, stronger piece. Like I said, I was really excited to have this. I didn't throw the Envision a whole lot, but once I saw the colors on this ball, saw the new cover, I was really excited. Let's get into it. So before we get into some of the shots with this new Ebonite Envision Pearl, I do want to talk about the layout that we decided to put on this ball. And that is 45 by 4 5/8 by 30. This has kind of been my standard pinup layout for a while now. It's worked really well on a lot of blown balls. It hasn't worked every single time, but it seems like for a good portion of them, this is my go-to layout. So I've had some balls recently I've put some pin down layouts on for ball reviews and different things. That's mostly to kind of just have a little more variety in my bag, because obviously if I'm going out on the PBA Tour season, you don't want every ball to have the same shape. You have to have options. So, but for this one, I felt like I could use a bigger pearl ball with a little more motion down lane. Like we said, this has a differential of 053, so good amount of differential, good amount of flare. It has a new HK22 cover, so I'm expecting this ball to hook down lane, and for those first few shots, you can definitely see that. I'll be honest, it was a little more than I expected. The Envision for me was pretty smooth. I didn't throw it a whole lot, I feel like, and for some reason, this ball is the complete opposite. These first few shots were the first shots that I threw with this ball in general. I mean, when I'm throwing messengers like that, sign me up. I'll take the ball. But yeah, I threw a different ball in lane 4 to practice with. This was my first impression of this ball. 0 shots with it. And as you can see on those first few shots, they were probably a little more down lane than I was expecting. So I need to move a few boards right and just stay firm with it. We're bowling on the house shot here at Columbus Bowling Center. Kind of my normal zone. I think the biggest takeaway I would have to say with this ball, besides the awesome color that we talked about, is the fact that it reads in the same spot every single time, which is huge. I mean, you don't want the ball reading too far down the lane. You don't want it reading too early. It seemed like it was a super consistent reaction, which I really like to see. Yeah, with this, so we had some deadwood. That is a brand new attitude control from Brunswick going down the lane that I was trying to throw at the deadwood. So as you can see, when you have a brand new urethane cover, the ball likes to hook a whole lot, and that was Exhibit A right there. That was kind of funny because I thought it was just going to go into the gutter, but I forgot the ball had 0 shots ever with it. That was a brand new ball that we just drilled, and I didn't even do anything to the ball, and it went away from the gutter completely. So I thought that's pretty funny. Anyways, back to the Envision Pearl. Again, like I said, biggest takeaway, this ball's reading same spot every single time. It's making up for any mistakes that I am having with ball speed, hand position, all that good stuff. I mean, right there, I feel like I got that ball definitely farther left than I wanted to. I used to be able to get it a little farther left in this building, but when they got to the lane machine, some things changed a little bit. So the miss left for me isn't super great in here. The miss in is pretty good. Either way, we moved left for a few shots here. You know, if I'm moving left with this ball after seeing me hook it, I'm definitely going to have to take a little bit of rotation out, kind of try to make the ball go a little straighter. And those two shots were really, really good. I take those any day of the week. I mean, this ball kind of just shows the versatility it has. Most likely with that shot there, that was an operator error. It looks like I didn't really get around that one the way I wanted to. You know, can't throw them all perfect, so we'll take it. I mean, if I'm 3-pinning on a really bad shot, especially when I said my miss left here, I've missed the head pin so many times at league on this house shot. I can't even explain it. That's sadly one of my probably biggest misses during league this year, is missing the head pin left. It's been so bad, but luckily, you know, some nights we get locked in, we miss in. Like I said, that's a good miss. We score a lot more. Gotta know what you're doing. You know, we've had a lot of shots at this point. Probably need to move right. I say this in most videos. I mean, if I'm bowling on the same lane over and over again, we're gonna burn up that line. Probably would think about going to a ball that's a little weaker at this point, but for video purposes, we're gonna keep throwing this. I'm gonna have to move right, find some oil. See a couple 7-pins here. Need to figure out a way to get the ball a little farther down lane to get the energy stored the right way. And at the same time, I forgot to tell you guys, I did get new shoes. Got new hammer shoes on. Haven't had new shoes in a while. So, no excuses here, but I was having problems standing up. So we're going to take that for what it's worth. You know, these shoes are great though. I've been needing some for a while. They fit really well. They look really, really good. I mean, the hammer, the orange and black, it's got the logos like going up and down the toe and everything on the bottom of the soles of the shoes. They look awesome. Man, I'm really straying away from the ball in this video. But anyways, hopefully you can see it. I mean, this ball is going through the pins really well. And there was one ball I kind of wanted to compare this with, besides the Ebonite Ice, because of the colors. For me, one of the bigger ASIM Pearls that I used to like to throw was another Ebonite ball. That was a few years ago. That would be the Maverick Pearl. This might not be as clean as a Maverick Pearl to me. This might be a little bit of a rollier piece, but this is kind of what I'm comparing it to. I feel like I've kind of been needing that for a while, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This ball, I think, is going to be a great ball for me, and hopefully for you guys as well. If you haven't already, please go like, comment, or subscribe to the channel. As always, we greatly appreciate it. We will see you guys next time.